Hello and welcome to the second round here. I won't mulligan this. Fuck that. Turn 4 Garrick, turn 5 Simic. I'm keeping this. Obviously want to fetch a tropical to make sure I do not draw more lands, because I already have 6 of them. Another black player, interesting. At least this guy won't have Hellrider nor Mox Diamond. Still have Nightmares. Oh my god, it's actually the very same colors. What's with these guys? Harmonize ain't a bad card. Obviously not what I'm looking for, because I want this into this. He's not doing anything either, and I have Wall of Blossoms here. Draw me cards, my minion. Avenger is a pretty good one as well, as after he can deal with Simic, I can drop an Avenger and just shit on his face. Air Boss. Your opponents can gain life. Really, does it look like I give a shit? This isn't Hearthstone, bro. Gaining life doesn't matter. He might be able to kill the Garrick, but that's still fine. I got a 3-3 out of it. Still, I was thinking maybe he can devote himself here, but seems unlikely. I think the colors he's playing this game should be over pretty soonish, unless he gets rid of the Garrick. And even then, I'm probably ahead because of the Harmonize and him mulliganing. Brimstone Volley on the Beast. Okay, so he was debating either to Brimstone Volley the Beast or the Garrick. I'd guess he'll regret his decision pretty soon. I think in the colors that he's playing, it's really hard to get rid of Simic Sky Swallower. Boop. And then next turn, Avenger into a land. That should seal the deal, even with a 5/7 indestructible. I think I'm gonna eat after this round. Still haven't eaten. And I have a bad habit of eating before I go to sleep. Yesterday evening I ate wall lasagna. And I'm not a fat guy. As I mentioned in the previous video, I weigh 61.5 kilo these days, and I'm 1 meter 83. So I'm actually pretty skinny. But I eat a lot. I enjoy eating. I think eating is one of the best things in life. And I'm pretty sure that if I didn't have great metabolism and didn't sport a lot, I would be a fat fuck. Again, another thing I said in previous videos. What is this? Thunderma Hellkite. Oh yeah, okay. It kills the Garrick. Is that his plan? Don't win the race, dude. So yeah, he's gonna kill the Garrick. Okay, that's fine. Not much I can do about it anyway. Let's draw 3 cards. Let's suspend this. Play a breeding pool. and attack him for 6. Yeah, this card, not a big fan of. I think having to invest mana, which is quite a heavy mana investment, every single time to draw a card is a bit too much. And having devotion in something like a limited format is actually a lot harder than people think. Yeah, that's not gonna work out the way he thinks it is. Well, he might consider winning like that, but wow, how good would Jace be? Pretty good next turn. I don't care about the attack yet. I think I win the late game anyway. Boop. So now at least he can't attack with his Thundermaw Hellkite anymore. Next turn this game is gonna be over. And chase. Make a land drop. What if I chase it, bounce this 6, 11, plus 6 is 1 too few. Unless I draw a land, fetch land. Obviously bouncing Thundermaw Hellkite isn't good. And he just saw my 2 late game cards, so he might think that my deck revolves around mana ramping into this. It doesn't. Just happen to be 2 of my kill cards. Might have some issues against a deck like his later on, but at this point I do not. If he has removal, he has to use it on the Avenger. Normally I'm not a fan of casting the Avenger without having a land drop after that, because if he gets rid of this now I just have 6 0-1s. Huntmaster, okay. Okie dokie, bro. He does have a bunch of life gain apparently. We're just gonna brainstorm, right? Why does he play black just for these 2 at this point? Bouncing anything isn't gonna help. So we want... if I factor fiction... What is something I want to see? I don't care about these 2. Of course I want to use the ability. The question is, do I factor fiction? I have plenty of cards coming. What's the other plan? Serendip F-Read. Have another flyer. It doesn't seem to matter. Let's just facts. Cast this face down. Let's just fact. See what it does about that. It will gain me some information. And it will dig me deeper with the Jace. It obviously also gives him information about my deck by the fact that I show him cards with the factor fiction. So he has what, 2 life gain cards at this point, or he used 2 life gain cards. He can't even power out the Gargadon, because he can't sacrifice this because it's an enchantment at this point. Effect will get me to 8 cards. Thundermaw Hellkite is being a nuisance. But unless he has something like a Radagast, I don't think this game is winnable for him. And it seems unlikely that in a deck like his he runs something like a Radagast. He might run a card like Bonfire, and he's considering attacking. I block. He tries the Bonfire for 2. Avenger still lives, but that's just a 5/5. Yeah, that might be something. He just paid life to dismember, which I guess he just drew, as it makes no sense. Skin render on what? A token. Okay. We thought that Factor Fixture says an opponent. It actually doesn't matter which opponent. 3 lands, 0 signets, Elves Deep Shadow. Worst pal ever. I assume he's gonna put the Windswept Heat in 2 off. Like Windswept Heat Forest versus Elves Azori Signet Forest. That's what I would do, because I don't want to give my opponent a shuffle effect when he has a Jace in play. Instead he elects to give me a bunch of lands or 2 useless cards. I'm obviously gonna go for the bunch of lands, because with Jace that's pretty good, dude. Let's draw 3. Nah, I don't get why he did that. I think that's a mistake on his end. And I don't see him winning this either. So let's shuffle. Let's play Dungeon Geist on the Skin Render. Tameo on the Hellkites. And then just attack here. He only has 2 cards, he's facing lethal. He has to have something. He's still stuck on 5 lands. I obviously just draw a bunch more cards than him. I mean, I had Jace 3 times, I already had a Harmonize. I had a Factor Fiction. And I'm gonna have an Ancestral Visions next turn. You can see it, I mean, I have 13 less cards in my library than my opponent. 13, holy shit, how is that possible? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Oh yeah, and then 3 times Jace, okay. Yeah. This is what makes decks broken. Card draw. Guess without drawing those extra cards I might have lost. Having all those extra cards basically wins the game. Only a single card in his hand. It's something with Phyrexian mana cost. Oh, I see. So he starts playing live, he's desperately digging. I don't see what out he could have right now. I already have 9 flying in the air. another flyer blocker, I can just tap down or bounce. And the fact that I draw another 3 cards, yeah, probably spells doom anyway. So he's some kind of semi-control, so might want to play this. The question is, what would I want to remove for that? And I think the answer is nothing. If I had something like obvious to remove, I would, but I don't. I think my deck is pretty good as it is. Disc is something I'll need to reset the board. Man, still can't get over it. Very first loss. Guy has land, and it has to be a mountain. Mox Diamond has another land to discard. Has the Hellrider. And I even anticipated him having Hellrider. I mean, that's the reason I tapped onto that mountain. Just because I assumed he had Hellrider. And then he just... And even that was fine. Like, I still could have won that if his next card wasn't Urbrask. Or Priest of Urbrask, or whatever the name is. Urbrask the Hidden, right? Yeah, it's Urbrask the Hidden. I mean, if it wasn't that, my Avenger would have gone into play. Gave me a bunch of blockers. He could have blocked the 3-3. Would have been fine. No. I'm gonna keep this. It's not that strong, but I mean it has Strangleroot Geist, Harmonize, Obstinate Ballot, Avenger. I mean it's all forest, okay, but it's also all green lands anyway. And there's a spoiler to the party. God damn you! Why do we have to be so rude? What is this? Oh, Shrine. Yeah, I actually tend to run Shrine as well in other decks that do not run it normally, because I consider it to be a decent card. Let's always yield to this. I was just setting myself in another position a bit better. If he does not have a drop here, he doesn't. Interesting. So yeah, let's attack again. Boom. Mishra's Factory. I'm willing to trade. His land drop for a single factory, but I don't think he is. The question is, do I run out True Name Nemesis? I don't think I do. Well, how does he get rid of it though? Doesn't. But maybe next turn I get a 2-drop. True Nemesis can come with 2-drop. If I don't, it fucks up my turn. Still think playing the True Name Nemesis is better, because that adds more pressure. Obviously I want protection from that guy. So the way he can get rid of it now is shrine this, make me sacrifice this, and then make me sacrifice this. Or mass removal spells, but I don't think he had those. And I think he still assumed I'm some kind of ramp deck, by the way the very first game played out. And there it is, by the way. He's paused on his draw step. He certainly has Bonfire. Wow, and he's stuck on land again. Poor guy. Well, no sympathy. Just play Bailout. If he doesn't have removal, he loses here. If he does have eventually removal, I can just refill my hand with one of these. Yep, no end of turn shrine activation either. Oh yeah, you can always shrine that. You see. doesn't take damage there, but did just draw land. And assuming he didn't make a play next previous turn, I assume he's just gonna shrine this and go down to 4. Yep. He has another removal? Oh, interesting. Yeah, forgot about that. Doesn't really matter. Give me something, bro. Oh, give me something, bro. Oh. I'll just take the bigger pile. Always take the bigger pile. I'm pretty sure this can Breeding Pool versus Tall Knight. Seems more obvious. Like, the land isn't gonna matter because he thinks already have plenty of lands. Wow, really? Why is he so scared about Disc? That's an interesting one. Why is he so scared about Disc? He still has to get rid of this. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the last rounds, and I'm gonna eat a little bit.